Welcome back, fellow coders. My name is Fernando, and in this video, I'm just going to walk you through this project that I've been working on for quite some time now. Actually, I think I started this project 2 years ago, and then things kind of got rough, and I was unemployed for a while. And then once I got a new job, I was really busy, and with COVID and everything, kind of things been kind of settling down this year in the company. So I was just going through my old GitHub projects that I have on my hard drive and decided that I need to finish this pretty cool thing that I started. And I'm going to show you, what it does. So I apologize if the sounds a little weird. I need to get a pop filter. I have one, but I couldn't find it. Um, so I apologize if the video sounds like ASMR. So to get things starting, I have a bunch of unit tests that help to test if decks or shoes are getting built properly. And if you don't know what a shoe is just uh, a collection of decks. So you can have one deck, two decks, whatever. For example, in certain games, you can start off with 6 decks. You throw those 6 decks in a shoe, and then you can tell the shoe that you want to take. That you want to remove 2. So usually, what you do is you throw in 6 decks, shuffle the cards, and then you remove the decks that you don't want. And that sort of creates a bunch of randomness, and also the amount of different cards that you have that are the same type. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm testing all kinds of things and testing for values. I still have to work on the unit test a little bit more. And so let me run the test run. They all pass. A bunch of them don't even have assertions. They just create something. So I need to fix that. But on my debug class is the one I'm using to kind of test everything. It's very short right now. So right now we are creating a deck of standard deck, and standard deck is just your typical, I don't even know what they call that deck. Your typical poker deck. Then we'll fit that deck into our shoe, and then our shoe will take care of everything from there, including the shuffling, resetting, dealing cards, and so on. So if we right now I have the print string name, so you can see the names of the cards, and I'll show you both ways. So it'll tell us to create a one deck with the type of standard deck, and we start grabbing cards. You'll see they're all in random order because we haven't shuffled yet. If we shuffle, then you'll get different randomness. You can reset the shoe. You can also reset the show and shuffle. And when you reset the shoe, basically you're copying unshuffled deck back to the shoe. And of course, you can shuffle as many times as you want. So this is printing the. Let's actually just pull up a card. standard deck. Smooth enumeration. Yeah, we don't care about this. It's just interface. I built this project a while ago, almost 2 years ago. So some things are still kind of coming back to me. But let's click on a card. And this was kind of abstracted from here. This doesn't. At first, I was just creating everything in this type of deck, but then I kind of abstracted that away. So you could create essentially any deck. What I'm trying to figure out is how does it know it's ace, hearts, and spades? Standard deck. Oh, standard counter type. There you go. There you go. So, yeah, you can tell I've been away from this code a while ago. So yeah, that's how we create the suit enumeration, and most decks will have four different suits. So what I'm doing here is I'm giving it the string name and the rank, not the rank, the suit number. I'm sorry. And actually, let me pin this here. And we have another one that I made, the Española card type, which follows almost the same thing. You have four. In the case of this one, you also have the comodín, which is kind of a joker. But I'm still figuring out how to handle this one in a game. So let's actually build a Catalan deck. Which I should probably just... I wonder if it's Catalan or Española. I've always needed Española because I grew up in Mexico, but that's what I call it. And okay, so Shu has been created with one deck, and then we can do the same thing. Shuffle. And we can also print the whole list. You can see everything that's there. Now let me show you what happens. I should just create. I have a test deck which is same as the standard deck, but it only has 4 cards per suit, so it's a little bit easier to test. So right now we've drew 4 cards from the shoe. So we started with 16 cards. Now we only have 12 left. And So that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then we should be running out. Okay, I missed kind of one. So our shoe is now empty, which means that we have to reset the shoe. So we have to put another deck in the shoe and then shuffle again. So if you ever, I mean, I should show you what his shoe looks like. And if you ever watch games, card games, you might have something like this. So when this is empty, then we don't have any more cards in the deck. So what we have to do in the code is we have to add another list of cards, which is a deck. And at the same time, we have to restart our iterator, because that's what we're doing every time we pull a card. We're calling a card from the iterator. So we reset the shoe. Now we're back to an unshuffle shoe. Well, we can reset and shuffle. And then we have the random. So yeah, that's the whole project right now. Like I said, I started this project maybe even longer than 2 years ago. And I actually started it just to make a big project that uses OOP, because this is a project that's very oriented for object oriented programming, because you have a base card, you have a base class like for the card, then you can make other cards with the same base class, and the same thing with the decks, and so everything is pretty cool as far as learning OOP. So essentially, so hopefully when I'm done with this project, I can put it on Unity, and I don't know, maybe I have a free version, and maybe I'll try to sell one. I don't know. I'm still kind of debating what should I do. But the project basically is kind of restarting again, because I had abandoned them for a couple of years. But this is where I want to go. I want to, well, this part, the first one, the ability to create list of cards, is pretty much done. I just have to see if I need to add more types of decks and types and card classes. But that's what I want to have that interface, so somebody can just pull this library. If they want to make a card game, they can just create cards and don't worry about that stuff. The different types of decks, like I said, I want to see which ones I need to add, or the ones that I have right now modify. And then I also want to have maybe 1 or 2 game examples in a scene, so you can see how the library works. And I also plan on adding animation to the cards. And I actually have another project where I kind of start testing animation, and that's going to be on this one too. So essentially, I want to have this whole asset where you don't have to worry about the card creation. You just use it in your card game. What else can I show you? The shoe creation with many decks, like if I have 6 decks and I want to take 2 off, it's kind of hard to show, because we'll have to hit a lot of times. But it works. I've tested that with a lot of clicking. Yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know, and I'll try to answer them as I can. Thank you for watching.